And
hang on a second. Hang on, technology is not our friend this morning.
oh,
Now you can repeat all of that.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what we were saying.
we're saying Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We are at the last couple of days, and I hope you've got all your stuff together and ready for the Christmas day. And
We got 2 more days.
I know
There's shopping to be done today.
shopping.
Oh,
Remembering
gosh.
that this is your last day to shop.
And be nice to people when you're out there. Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
Is it a little tense out there?
People, this time of year, people get so grumpy, and I've never understood it. It's supposed to be about the season of giving, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woof.
But you know,
Woof.
all the
I'm not a dog.
unfortunately, all the problems that you carry with you all year long tend to be amplified.
I get it. People get stressed and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But just remember, we're all on this planet together. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
take it easy. You're out there shopping for a good reason.
That's right.
Don't fight over the
Deep
last
breath.
whatever the doll is that's
Mhm.
exciting this year. Let me find the are we technology working for us?
Yeah, so far.
And while Josh is doing that, just look at the great little present he got.
Tony gave me that. I thought that was
Let me keep the
there we go.
okay.
Oh,
A lot of pink.
I wonder why.
This hat will last 30 seconds. I'm just curious. I think we did this last time and people were going, why is he the Easter bunny?
Yes.
And I even asked you, shame on me. I'm so sorry. So if I cover this, tell me you guys understand what this is. In the chats.
And you got that
And
too.
hello. It's fragile.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my son about it from the freezing North Carolina. Good morning, Janice.
Freezing North Carolina. I thought it was freezing here.
It's chilly here, so I
It
can't
is.
It's actually
imagine.
warmer than it has been. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
it is 22 degrees away from freezing.
Who's counting? Nobody's counting. That's great. All right, I'm going to move that a little bit there. And let's see, I got my notes.
Okay,
So
let's do the notes.
We're letting
Let's
people
start.
jump on since it was staggered just a little bit, I think, as the interweb was catching up with us.
The interweb.
Good morning, Martha. Good morning, Tris. Thank you, Tris. It is from the Christmas story, Ralphie. I
Good
told my
job.
son, he goes, why are you wearing that day? I
Mhm.
don't get it. And I
Mhm.
was like, oh, I've never, because that movie's not really a kid movie. Like, he's 6, so he's not going to sit there and watch that. There's not enough
Enough
immediate, so I have to fast forward to the part where he gets his tongue stuck on the pole, and then he's like, oh, I'll watch, so I'm going to have him try to watch it again. But luckily there's like a 24-hour marathon every year, so you can just kind of catch
You can watch it as much as you want.
39 in Idaho.
Yeah, and with that tongue on the pole, at least there's a little violence in the movie.
Right.
There's a lot of violence. There's been bullies.
Actually, that one scene, where he beats up the bully.
That's right.
It's a good message, but also,
Mhm.
he really kind of beats him up. So
Or the
we don't
BB gun.
condone violence here
No,
at
we
Cut Up
don't.
and Sew.
Yeah.
Just love.
We just cut fabric, not other people.
I like that. That's good. That's
Sorry.
funny. Don't be. No need to be sorry. All right. So good morning, everybody. I hope you're having an amazing holiday so far and you're ready for Christmas. Tony's giving us the thumbs up. You guys are always really good at it. So hit the thumbs up down below and the hearts and share with a friend.
That's right.
Helps the algorithms. Also, we just want more people to find us, which is wonderful. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Rosalind. All right. Where to start? Well, Christmas is already here. You've already kind of started this. So we are closed tomorrow and Wednesday.
Okay.
That's the 24th and 25th.
Remember, this is your last day to shop here.
That's
at Cut
right.
Up
We
and
are
Sew.
open normal hours today, though.
Mhm.
We're here. Both stores, 10 to 5. So come in, get your last minute stocking stuffers, get a gift card. It's the best thing you can do for somebody. We see people come in all the time and they're like, can you look up their history and see what they, it's tough. If they
Mhm.
haven't given you a list and we kind of too much stuff going on we didn't get the wish list. I know we talked about it, but a gift card.
What a great idea. Wish list. Huh?
Yeah. And we will do that next year. We might even do it for Christmas in July. I have a couple of those. But the idea of a wish list is, so your husband, significant other, partner, whoever can come in and we can keep like a little filing system and pull their name, and this is what they've put on their wish list.
What a
And so,
great
and I know
idea.
shops are doing that around the country, so it's smart. And we were gonna do it, but you know, life has happened. So
Life happens. That's right.
but a gift card. So if you spend $100 or more on a gift card, you'll get $10, basically free money. So you can come back and spend that $10 on yourself, or buy yourself a gift card just to get the free $10. We've had plenty of people do that, by the way.
Really?
Oh yeah. Hey, no judgment. It's smart. The loophole. Yeah, totally.
How about that?
$25. I didn't quite hit 100. I'll just do some for myself, and then I'll get the $10. So there's no rules.
No rules.
Other than it has to be $100 or more. All right, that's the only rule. And one transaction. That's right. And I won't say it's the last day, but it might be because I can't remember exactly what we planned for after Christmas. But holiday fabric, Christmas fabric, 30% off. And it may be the last day, but, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in a little bit, we are going to have an end of the year blowout sale. Holiday fabric was not going to be on that list, but so you just don't know.
Really?
You could miss out, is all I'm saying.
Well, just, you know, you might want to get some of that fabric, get all ready for next year.
That's right. Trish, you said I'd do it. You mean the wish list? Or the gift card? Or both?
Yes.
Good morning, Marilyn. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Jody. All right, everybody's jumping on now. Hey, Linda, good morning. Happy Christmas Eve. That's right.
No. This is Happy Christmas, Adam, because tomorrow is Happy Christmas Eve.
Oh,
You've been waiting to do that all year.
I have.
Did you come up with that? Oh, fantastic. Merry Christmas, Adam. Now it just sounds, it's all the Adams out there. Wow, they're talking to me. That's really nice. I don't think we have an Adam.
Maybe we should.
We need an Adam.
We find one.
Got a friend named Adam. Share it with him or her. Good morning, Maria. All right, so make sure I'm looking at Tony because I'm making sure that's the $100 gift card kind of promotion sale going on. Last day for 30% off holiday fabric.
Right.
Those are the two, right? Okay, good. And then Christmas. So remember, we're closed tomorrow, the 24th and 25th, and then it's pretty much going to be New Year's, which is crazy. I know, right? 2025. Woo! Buckle up. I said that.
Yeah.
I feel like just yesterday. January 2024.
Did you ever feel like when you were younger, like when it hit the year 2000, that was so far away and you'd be so old?
Oh, we thought we thought it was the end of the world. What are you talking about? We were like, oh, we made it.
Yeah, we had to, my family, which we all stayed up all night long so that we could watch the computer and make sure it was going to be
just to
okay.
see if it's going to be all right. I know. Isn't that wild? Technology is awesome, but also scary.
Yes, it is.
Social media is, yeah. But we use it for the good stuff, like talking to our friends.
That's right.
Happy Festivus. There you go. I love that. What time do you close today? Diane, we close normal time, 5 o'clock. So you got all day.
That's right.
All day we'll be here with bells on.
That's right. You can think
bet
of all
somebody's
the
gonna wear
things
bells.
you want, and so that you have lots of time to plan.
Doesn't make noise. But tomorrow we are closed, and then Saturday. Okay, and then before we hit New Year's, the 28th. Do you know what's happening on the 28th?
Is that the class party where you could bring all your stuff?
Exactly.
The class reunion. So the class reunion last year was amazing, and we want to do the same thing. In fact, we want it to be more amazing because we want all of our St. Augustine and Jacksonville friends to come and hang out with us. So if you spent even one day or one afternoon with us here at Cut Up and Sew, we want you to come in and hang out with us on the 28th for a class reunion. Bring one or two items. Don't go crazy, please, because it's packed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
And we want everybody to be able to share what they've made. And it doesn't have to be something you've made only like in a class at Cut Up and Sew. You could have purchased some balloon animal fabric. I don't know if they can see that.
Yeah, they can.
Okay, cool. Or just a fat quarter, and you've created something with it. Something that maybe we even inspired you to do. Maybe you talked to Joann one afternoon about collage quilting, and you went home and made a collage quilt. Bring it in. It's all about community, and the Cut Up and Sew community is it's the best community. Yeah,
That's awesome.
and we've grown our community to St. Augustine, and I'm saying Jacksonville because we've been seeing and meeting a lot of people from Jacksonville. So we want you guys to come down here
It's
to
all
Palm
going to be
Coast with
here
us.
at Palm Coast, not at St.
No,
Augustine.
it's because of
just here.
space.
Mhm.
I mean, we have a larger classroom here that we can move the tables and set up the chairs, and we can
Mhm.
fit everybody.
Lots of
Get
places.
cozy.
Mhm.
We are cozy. It's packed. So shower. Maybe. That's about the only.
Comedy
No
club.
perfumes, but yes,
That's
comedy
right.
club.
Quilt Comedy Club.
Quilt comedy club. We're going to talk about this in a moment. It's very bittersweet.
But I'm really looking forward to this day because we have so many great teachers here,
Yeah.
and I've really come to appreciate a lot of what they do as things that I don't do and love to see other people doing. And so I can't wait to see what people bring from other classes.
Yeah, very cool. And the teachers, I shouldn't say all of them because we do have an army of them, but most of the teachers will be here.
Good.
Which will be awesome. Bring in and show off what you did, what they helped you with, what they inspired you to do or not do. To be fair, yeah. So that is the 28th. Make sure you register. It really does help us because I got to buy donuts and I need to know how many donuts. So just go to cutupandsew.com. It's right there on the calendar. I think it's only on the Palm Coast calendar. Is that right? Yeah. So just go to Palm Coast classes, the calendar, and register. Even though it's free, we need to know. It helps us, I should say, know how many chairs and how many people are coming.
Yeah.
I think we have our new name.
And then the Quilt Comedy Club. Good morning, Kim. I love that. It's almost what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I might as well jump into it. We got 22 folks watching. Plus, if you're going to rewatch this, 27. Awesome. So, and I don't want you guys to leave because we need some crowd participation here. It was brought to our attention that Quilt Talk is trademarked. And so we are no longer allowed to call this wonderful, I was going to say hour, sometimes it's an hour, show Quilt Talk.
Yeah.
So, and we understand, hey, somebody beat us to it. Fair is fair. And we've been gaining traction. And so, hey, you know what? I take it as a compliment. We hit somebody's radar and they were like, hey, that's way too cool. You guys need to change it before it interferes with what we're doing. So we hear you loud and clear, but also they were very polite about it. So we want to reciprocate.
But still really sad to lose that name because I love
that
and
name. Cindy made our sign for us.
Yes.
So we'll still keep the sign in the shop. There's nothing they can do about that. But we've got a couple of different names, and I guess we want you to vote on them. Is that how we're gonna do it?
Yeah.
So I think maybe what we'll do is, Tony, if you could, I'm gonna say the names and then you post them, and then at some point during the show, you guys please just vote on the name that you like, and then I will. Before we leave, we'll kind of do a little tally and then.
So you're going to do that today instead of waiting for people to kind of watch later in the day or whatever?
Maybe we'll see. We'll see how many people respond.
Okay.
If everyone responds and we have a clear winner, then fair enough. You guys make the decision. That's awesome. If not, then maybe we'll let it stretch out a little longer.
Give people a chance to mourn over Quilt Talk and think of a new name.
Yes. Kim, fantastic idea. Not going to be a contest. And here's the thing. We're kind of limited on time because this was just brought to our attention. So we had to change it like immediately. So we're going to do this right now. Because honestly, you guys are the ones that hang out with us every Monday and Saturday, soon to be Wednesdays. We'll talk about that after the new year. But I figured it was appropriate to do it with them.
Okay.
So the names that we have so far, and technically, if you have your own name, feel free to throw it in there. Why not, right? We can throw an audible. Okay, so the new names are, well, no, that's not right. You choose one of the following names.
There you go.
I was like, those words did not want to come out of my mouth. Cut up and chat. Fitting.
Okay.
So what's up? So what's up? So what's up? How would you say that? SEW.
So what's up?
So what's up? So what's up?
It could be all kinds of
Yeah, depends on
your perspective.
yeah. So what's up? Obviously spelled with the SEW. Behind the seams. I like that one. Yeah. I can't believe that one wasn't taken. Behind the seams and sew and tell. Very simple, almost so obvious, but I love it. It's literally what we do. We talk about sewing. We tell about friends.
You said something that that we don't have on the list, which is just changing it to quilt chat.
Quilt chat. Quilt chat. Cut up and
I
sew
like
quilt
the
chat.
Quilt Comedy Club personally.
Quilt comedy club. That sets the bar. Then we have to be funny though. You know.
That's
Yeah.
not a problem.
It doesn't seem to have been a
For
problem
Joann.
in the past.
It's because we love what we're doing. So, okay, there's 4 of them. If you have another amazing idea, feel free to throw it in the comments. Let's just see how many. If there's a clear winner, then we'll change it. But if you guys have any ideas, throw them in there. I think the easiest way to do it is just either like the comment that Tony put in there for the name, or simply type it in, whatever's easiest for you. Put a heart on it. There you go. And we can just kind of tally it up. So, all right. And we'll check back in, I guess, towards the end of the show and see where we're at.
Okay.
Marilyn says, behind the seams. I know. I like that one.
You know, your mom says, you're so funny, Josh. Love how dedicated you are to the season. Wrestling up, gone.
Thanks, Mom. You have to say that. But I appreciate it. Is she watching on Instagram?
Yes.
Hello, Jill Spiritwind. Good morning, Carrie, Joann, Chuck.
That's my husband.
He said sow and tell. His vote was sow and tell.
Sow and tell.
Thanks, Chuck.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
Don't get us in trouble.
All right, so we got to move on because, yeah, we'll be here. All good choices. Thank you, Linda. So class reunion the 28th. We will be closed on New Year's Eve early. We're closing at 3 on New Year's Eve.
Mhm.
And then on New Year's Day, we are closed.
Okay,
Because you guys are going to be hanging with the family,
that's right.
hopefully.
Right.
Or sitting by yourself because that's what you love doing the most, which is perfectly fine. Just
Mhm.
do what you do on the holidays. That's always important. Some people ask me, what'd you do for your birthday? Nothing. It was awesome. So, and then so New Year's Eve, 3 o'clock, New Year's Day closed. On the 2nd, we're throwing a little bit of a curveball because everything is, both stores, all the hours are the same. On the 2nd is the celebration of life for my dad. So the staff, a lot of the staff is going to come do that. But St. Augustine will be open regular hours. We are closing here in Palm Coast at 2 o'clock that day.
Okay.
So it's special. So I really appreciate people wanting to come and support. But yeah, so but we will be here till 2 because it's not until 4. And so that gives people time to do that. So thank you for understanding on that.
But the 3rd.
The 3rd is business as usual, right? I was like, it's a Friday. Friday the 3rd.
Special day to me.
Yes.
Oh, because it's the first day of your classes in 2025? Is that where you're going at? Oh,
That's right.
that's super special.
That is
Fantastic.
super special.
It's your time to talk in a minute.
Oh, damn.
Well, and I can't wait to get to your stuff because it's a lot of quilting.
Yep.
Okay, so did I get all the dates? It's first, second. Yeah, okay. And it's on the calendar, or it will be.
Yeah.
And again, if you're confused by the hours, just call us. We don't want anybody making a trip and then not, us not being here for you. We really do try to update those things because we get it. You make a trip to go see someone, and there's nothing worse than a sign on the door says they're open till 5. Nobody said anything, and then they're not there.
Yeah, that is
It's
hard.
retail 101. But you know what? Life does happen, and we try to get the word out.
Yeah. You do as much as you can and hope that people are
Paying
using-
attention. Yeah.
using the website or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. So texting, by the way, if you opt in to receive text messages, that will allow you to get all this information right in your lap, in your pocket, in your phone. 85100 is the number. Just text the word cutting crew, all capitals, to 85100, and then you can get those text messages.
You have 2 more votes for Sew and Tell.
Awesome. I'll let Tony tally up those votes. Cut Up and Sew Heart. Thanks, Becky. That's a great name. Okay, what's my list say here? Class reunion, check. Happy New Year. Blowout sale. So I'm just going to mention this. The 26th through the 4th is our end of year blowout sale. When I say blowout, I mean we're cleaning house. Both stores. We've got a lot of stuff. And we're not you guys have seen our sale racks. This is not junk. It's not one of those dusty old corners where you're like, yeah, that looks like a sale rack.
Yeah, no, we
No.
have some of the best.
It
sale
breaks my
fabric.
heart that fabric's in there. But
Mhm.
you know what? We get so much new fabric in that's just the oldest fabric. So it gets moved
Went out
over.
there. Mhm.
And honestly, I love that people get to come in and get really good fabric for a
Whatever.
sale price.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to tell you what's on sale, but I'm just going to say a lot, if not everything. So mark your calendars. 26th through the 4th, end of the year blowout sale.
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
And then I put new name. I already talked about that. So, fabric. Let's look at that. How about that?
All right.
All right, Maria.
Prepare to be excited.
So, hold on. The sarcasm is so thick. Maria, Joanne's on Team Maria this morning for this fabric here.
Yeah, Jack.
What do you guys think about this?
Makes me excited.
Yeah, I guess I just know you. So this is some new Ruby Star motive fabric we got in, and I absolutely love it. It is just fun, goofy.
Can they really see this? See it really well? Okay.
Balloon dogs with jacks on it.
Balloon dogs.
Jacks
and
on it.
jacks. I missed the jacks. I just saw the balloon dogs. Very cute.
So we've had the Ruby Star speckled in, and this just goes really well with it. It's some really fun prints.
This is awesome.
Great for the new
fabric.
year.
Just think of this as a border around your quilt, binding around your
Yeah.
quilt.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that'd be great for that.
By the way, the reason I said that about the balloon dogs is because when I was away, Maria goes, "Now we got to talk. You ordered some butt ugly fabric that came in," and I was like, "What are you talking?" She's like, "It's got like dogs and balloons." I didn't know what she was talking. I saw this. I was like, "What? This is awesome!" So I'm so excited. Maria's also so excited. Yeah.
I do like this one here.
It's fun, right?
Yeah, it is.
This whole little small collection is
It
just
does look
fun.
like lollipops.
Yeah, and they're all, I mean, technically they're kind of cohesive, but they can easily just be one-offs that you're adding to something. Make
Yes.
amazing pillowcases.
Oh, that would be fun. There
Yeah.
are no red ones though, and that's my favorite lollipop flavor.
Oh, interesting. My son just found out about Tootsie Roll Pops. He's like, "Oh, I need some more with that chocolate in the middle."
Ah,
He'll grow out of that. Okay.
It's better than a blow pop, though. The gum.
Yeah.
I know.
And then these are just little blocks. This could be going to make a cute little baby quilt.
Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
nice.
like
it's
ice cubes.
ice cubes. Yeah, that's funny. And it's in Ruby Star fashion, so the colors are very unique to Ruby
Mhm.
Stars. So
Yeah.
and the nice thing is we have those speckled the blender line that'll match with it. So that was really fun. Excuse me. Thank you, Joanne. You got that?
I do.
Are you going to put that on the giant radiance box that's over there?
It's huge. I figure there's enough padding in there to handle
Yeah.
it.
It's actually empty because the radiance is on the floor
Is it? I missed it this
for you guys to come look at. Now, for those of you waiting for the radiance, I wasn't going to talk about this till the very end.
Mhm.
We're expecting a humongous truck today. Fingers crossed. So hopefully we'll be calling all of you today.
Okay.
I know
so
people
for
are waiting.
those who don't know what the radiance is, what is it?
It is Baby Lock's newest,
Best.
biggest, best, greatest of all time embroidery sewing machine. And I'm doing this because it's massive. 14.1 inches of throat space for you quilters with a stitch regulator, 18 something by 11 something inch hoop. Maria was hula hooping with it. It's massive. It's huge. The machine is awesome. It's pretty impressive. We saw it at Baby Lock Tech, but we didn't get to touch it and play with it
Mhm.
because it wasn't ready. And we have people that have been waiting for their limited edition. And honestly, it's just been delayed and delayed because they redid the entire programming, the software. And thank goodness they did before people got them. Think about what would have happened if
Yeah.
all of a sudden you got your brand new, pretty
Wonderful
expensive machine
machine.
and then you have to bring it back.
Yes, that would
So
be very
I'm glad that they did it the way they did it.
Mhm.
Do not leave until I get you to the shop. I have something for your family and for. Oh, thank you. Okay, I will be here all day. Just FYI. Thank you, Diane. That's really sweet. You're always so sweet. You're always bringing us stuff for Casper and stuff. Actually, so many people do. It's amazing. The community. Telling you.
Community. It's there.
That's why the class reunion is so special to me because it is kind of like the year end, the wrap up. You know, you get to
Mhm.
see all your friends, and I get to personally say thank you and
Mhm.
share, and it's awesome. So, all right. I never grew out of the Tootsie Pops. Okay, Tris. Hey, no judgment. That's all right. Cute doggies. Thank you, Denise. Great children's quilts. Did I miss anything else, Tony? Okay. Are people voting? I saw some votes early on. Good morning, Pat. Okay. So if you're just joining us, kind of scroll up in the comments and you can see there's 4-ish new names. We have to change the name from Quilt Talk to something else, and we want your help. So that's why we were doing that. Fabric. Grand opening has been moved. The St. Augustine official grand reopening is now February the 2nd.
Okay.
So it was going to be on the 4th of January, and that was just so close to my dad's celebration service and the new year. It just felt like, you know what, we're not gonna be able to do this right.
That's a good choice.
February 1st.
Oh, February 1st. I'm sorry. Yes. So anyway, so we had to push that back, and I'm kind of glad we did. Tony, I asked her about it. She said it's a good idea. I had this weight just,
Yeah.
because that's important. And people say you already had your grand opening. That was our soft opening. That was just a taste.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I hear the grand opening is going to be really grand.
Yeah, there's huge scissors involved. Hello.
But there's no running with them.
No running. But yeah, we are going to do the official ribbon cutting ceremony. That'll give us time to hopefully have our new signage in there. And if you haven't been to the shop in St. Augustine since we've opened, or even in a little bit, we've changed everything.
It is awesome.
It looks great.
It is really
Thank
beautiful.
you for saying that. I
It
mean, I
is.
feel like it's great. It feels like cut up and sew. And
Uh-huh.
we're just kind of getting started with that because we've been blowing fabric out and we've been moving
Mhm.
stuff around and figuring out space. And again, it's new to me, and the staff that's there is amazing, but it's hard to have when you live somewhere, like you're in your space, it's hard to have a fresh set of eyes.
Mhm.
And so it's hard sometimes when you're in it to visualize change,
Mhm.
They've been awesome though. So go see it. But then come see us
Absolutely.
on February the 1st for the grand opening, the official grand
The
opening.
official grand
We're going to
opening.
do door prizes, and I mean, it's going to be a party.
Mhm. But if you haven't been up there, go up. It's like eye candy for fabric people. It's just, you walk in and you just see all this color, and it's beautiful. It has an open feel to it. You can see the fabric, you can see the color. There's an excitement there that
Thank you. That's awesome.
I just really like.
That's fantastic.
So-
And the flavors are different.
Mhm.
The fabric, we have Tilda. We have an entire batiks color wall. Like, I mean, there's way too many batiks, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of batiks.
Never too many batiks.
Speaking of which,
Just
in the
saying.
year blowout sale, there could be a batik sale. Probably could be. It's already planned. It's
I
gonna.
might have to.
So anyway, but we do have different fabric, and that is the goal: is not to have the exact same things here. You guys kind of know my flavor, and I get it. Balloon dogs are not for everyone, Maria. So we're trying to find different things and find what the St. Augustine folks really like. And so we're growing because you are helping us. So all right,
You're done? You
for
didn't
now, I'm going to talk about this, but I'm going to do it at the end. Shop hop, shop hop, shop hop. I'll do a recap.
Okay.
The
All
floor is yours, ma'am.
Well, last week, I don't know how we got on this subject. I guess because I have a class coming up in January, but Tony asked me to talk about collage this week. And I'm always open to ideas for what to talk about because I never know. And
Until
Sunday
8:45.
Sunday evening.
Yeah.
So I did bring some collages and just kind of a basic idea of what collage is all about in case you're not familiar with it, and an idea of what the class is going to be about. And so I've done several classes already here at Cut Up and Sew on collage. And I was wondering if maybe it might be time to take another step forward with the class. So the class coming up will include, if you have a pattern that you've had for ages and you want to do it and you don't know anything about collage, it's a great class for you because we're teaching the Laura Heine method of how to do collage. It's a very simple, straightforward, and it's always fun. I don't think I've had one collage class where people aren't just totally engrossed in what they're doing and really enjoying what they're doing and enjoying the what they end up making. So I've brought a couple of mine, and this is the first one.
Here, I'll play Vanna for you.
Okay. So I started out, this is a collage that I made when I took the Laura Heine class, and it was a class that certified me as a Laura Heine instructor. And so this is kind of your basic Laura Heine. It's got flowers and it's got all kinds of stuff going on. And it's just kind of, you get an idea of what the basic is all about. This is a great size. If you're doing it for the first time, this is a perfect size. It gives you lots of room to play with, but it's not so big that you can't finish it fairly quickly.
I'll just add on that. I love seeing people who've never done collage classes take the collage class with you, but sometimes they will come in with these massive patterns,
Yes.
and I'm going,
A little bit.
start smaller.
Mhm.
Only because we want you to finish it and feel like, okay, I understand it, accomplished, and then you can do the giant one.
And then you can do the giant one. And it's important to remember that collage in and of itself takes up a lot of room. You know, you need space for your pattern, you need space for to work on it, you need space for all the fabric that you're going to pull out and in order to do it. And so it just takes a lot of space. So you want to start with a manageable size. So that was my first one.
And don't be afraid of collage quilting.
No.
Learn the technique.
Collage is like channeling your inner child, because
Totally.
collage is basically what you did in third grade, where you took pieces of magazine pictures and papers and things like that and glued them onto a piece of paper and made a picture out of it. And that's essentially what you're doing. It's a little more complex than that, but not much. So once this one is this is one of the things that I'd like people to be really aware of, is that once you learn the basic technique, you can do whatever you want. You don't need to go buy a pattern. So this was one of my first ones when or one of the first ones that I did where it was just something that I wanted to do. And I used to have a grand piano and this set on top of it. And it was just something I wanted. And it's actually the prototype for another one that I want to do in the future. So anyway, this is just totally something that I thought would be neat. It's not a pattern or a design of any sort.
Do you play the grand piano, or did it just look pretty in your house?
Both.
Start doing music when we have a little grand opening.
Music classes coming to Cut Up and Sew.
This one is always one of the most popular. This is a Laura Heine design. And
Can they see it okay? Am I
yeah.
holding it? Okay.
And I think it's called Peppermint. It's the reindeer. And this down here, she always has in her kit, she always has all this really wonderful fabric that you can't find anymore, because she's been collecting fabric for whatever design she's been doing for years, so that she can have this, do these kits. But anyway, there's a little town down here, and but Peppermint is always very popular, and he's always very fun to do, and people really enjoy him.
Definitely a fan favorite, as I say.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say is, and we've had people come in and ask for the actual kits that contain the fabric. I don't personally we don't really sell those. I want you to put your own flavor into it. I understand 100%. Some people say, I don't have that creative gene. Like, I can't vision the fabric. Well, we're here to help you with that. That's no problem. But still, it should be your own thing. Mm-hmm. Also, when you get all the fabric, you're kind of feel like you're in a box. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, I've got to use this to make that. It's very... Yeah. And maybe it's just because my brain doesn't work that way.
Well, and that's very true. And I know that when I took the class from Laura, she provided us with the pattern and the kit to go with it. And the whole time I'm making it, I'm thinking, I have better fabric at home. Unfortunately, I was in Montana and my home was in California. So that wasn't, so I had to come home and remake it. So,
oh boy, yeah.
So that I could use the better fabric. But,
and you know what, again, if you end up choosing fabric you don't like, at least you learn the technique. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
And what I love about the technique classes, I say it all the time, is maybe you just go, I don't want to do that whole process again, but I love learning the steam or whatever it is that you took from that class. You can then incorporate that into something else.
And I do use this technique in a lot of different places. It comes, just knowing the technique comes in handy for different, if you're doing an applique quilt and you have little tiny pieces that you don't want to do, or there's all kinds of places where you can do it. So I
just realized what this is.
Yeah, Nicole.
Oh.
She has it on the back.
Shan, I see you jump on there. Go get Casper. I'm going to show a quilt that he'll like here in just a sec.
So a couple of weeks ago, when we were up in St. Augustine, we showed this fabric that had just come in.
Charlie Harper
fabric. And I love this fabric. And
Can I turn it around?
Yes. And I've wanted to do it for ages. And so.
Look at that.
So stinking cute.
Oh my God. This is actually, it's not quite done. It is a Christmas present. So we have the cat here in the center. And then one of the things that's really fun about collage is to have a variety of little things in it that, you see the cat, that's the main focus of this. But there's other little things in here that kind of draw you in to see. So like there's a little chipmunk down here and a little bird up here who haven't quite found a place on the quilt yet. They'll be in there. And then the butterflies are added because I think I put butterflies in everything.
So did you create this, or is it is a pattern that someone? Okay.
So this is a pattern. There is a selection of patterns that are done for the Charlie Harper fabric, and you've probably seen them if you've gone to shows. They tend to be fairly simplistic like this, and
That's really fun.
they are. So I took
But look what you've done.
I took the basic pattern and just threw a bunch of fabric at it.
Which is great. But and the reason I asked her that, and I think you had even told me this, I couldn't remember, but let's say you wanted just a cat or a butterfly and you don't have the pattern. We'll take the patternese and draw you a cat or a butterfly.
That's right.
Or bring it in and we'll do it.
Or there's the other thing about this is there were things that I wanted to do with this that I couldn't do with this basic pattern that I had. However, you can take whatever applique pattern you have. For example, the butterflies along the top here actually come from McKenna Ryan, and McKenna Ryan just does some beautiful, beautiful work, and it's all kind of fused applique, and
it's all laser cut. It looks like, so it's like these perfectly.
Yeah. So anyway, you can take one of her or any pattern that you see, and you can do the same sort of thing. So just as a basic demonstration of what this is all about, what it is collage uses something called steam-a-seam, and steam-a-seam is a double-sided fusible, and it has the sticky part in the middle and then paper on either side. So you take one side of the paper off and you put your fabric down on it and you press that on. And once you've pressed it on, you can take your pattern, which I just had here. So let's say I wanted to do this butterfly, and I could take the butterfly pattern. I'll get to it here.
Big pattern.
So I can take this butterfly, and just 1 minute.
Hold that thought.
Take this butterfly and do what? I'm waiting. The suspense is killing me.
So you're going to take the take one side.
Good morning, Angelina.
You take the paper off of one side.
This is the hardest part, by the way.
It is. You're right.
Because it's double-sided and trying to get that super fine layer of. It's a fun game. A light box is what I use, and I don't use patterns, but I absolutely draw. I do exactly what she just did, and then I lay that on the light box upside down and then draw on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're cutting it out, you've got it. You're through the whole thing.
You've got the whole thing. So now I have the butterfly right on. I have the paper on top of the butterfly, and I'm just going to draw the I'm just going to draw.
She's tracing the butterfly through
the design here.
You have to reverse the pattern.
You don't,
Dude.
I know.
Learn something new.
I've never seen this.
I think this is the best part of this. So if you're an appliquer and you like to applique, but one of the things that drives you crazy is that reversing the pattern. My brain does not do that. I just can't do that. And so, but with this technique, you don't reverse anything.
I'm going to hold that up so they can see.
So now I've just traced the butterfly on.
So see, she peeled it back, and then she traced the butterfly through it's the non-sticky. It's like the back layer of paper. She just traced it right on there.
Yep.
And then what?
And then we're gonna put this. We're gonna put this back on top, and then we just cut out around the butterfly.
Because you can see your drawing. The paper is so thin that you can see right through it. So very cool.
So now some of the things that you really need that to do this are, although in the class, if there are people who are interested in the class that we're going to do in January, we're going to look at some other ways of working other than the steam seam. But
Yeah, the Laura Heine technique is just one way technically.
It is. But we're going to look at a couple of different ways of doing that.
What's the date of that class? Do you know?
It's 2 Saturdays. I want to say it's the 11th and the 18th.
I think we
I
moved.
think we moved it.
No.
No.
It just wasn't the first, so it's that next Saturday, isn't it?
Mhm.
I think it's the 8th. What's the Saturday after? We're gonna find out for you,
I'm looking.
Martha. We saw that you asked.
It is on the website as it's on the calendar.
It's the 11th and the 18th.
11th and 18th. You were right.
So
How dare I question?
I just wonder why you bothered.
And by the way, the scissors she is using, game changer.
So here's my fabric
The
that I'm going to
serrated.
put it on. Now I'm going to take off that other piece of paper and I'm just going to put it down here. Now, there are a couple of reasons why
Aggressively.
Aggressively put
I
it down.
wanted it to stay when I held it up. A couple of reasons why you use steam seam and not other methods. The steam seam allows you to adhere it to a certain place. But let's say I don't like it there. With any other fusible, it's stuck there. That's where it's going to be. But with the steam seam, until you've actually steam ironed it, you can move it anywhere. And I spend a lot of time on my collages moving stuff around. So this
Move it
is
constantly.
so it's it's very nice to do that. Another thing is the scissors that
Karen
Josh,
K. Buckley.
the Karen K. Buckley scissors. I tell you, these are awesome scissors. And I have tried using other scissors with the collage, and there's nothing like these. You spend a lot of time cutting so that the handles here are nice and easy to hold on to, and it doesn't hurt your hands.
And you're doing fine, like tedious at times cutting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They cut all the way to the end. This particular one has serrations on one side that helps to hold your fabric in place instead of the fabric moving around as you're trying to cut it. It's also very sharp, and that's one of the really key things with any cutting that you do on a collage is that you use your cutting instruments are sharp, because if not, they're just going to cause a lot of fraying. And so that's
And these come in different sizes. They also come, just be careful when you're buying them. Make sure you're buying the ones that you want. They have a serrated edge on some of them and a knife edge on both.
mhm,
So just make sure. I like the serrated edge
mhm.
personally. Don't you agree for the collage, for the intricate cutting? Or do you prefer the knife edge?
I like them both.
Okay.
Honestly, it's I have come to appreciate both of them. Those are serrated.
This is serrated, yeah.
I've come to appreciate
Oh,
both
right.
types, and they both have a place, and they both work well.
Awesome.
All
And
you need
there's different sizes. There's big, they're not that big.
Yeah,
They have some small ones, and
Mhm.
these are like the perfect size. They really are.
yeah, they really are. There's one size that's larger that I like if I'm doing something with big pieces, where there's a lot of long lines. And then, but this works for everything. There's a smaller one that I don't use at all. And, this one and the one just next to it, the longer one, are both great scissors.
Yep. Denise said that you demoed that technique in the fiber play club. So very cool. Yeah. And like, I use that technique all the time. If I sew something or I put something down and I don't like it, I'm like, well, let me cut this over here and just cover it up.
Mhm.
You do.
I do it all the time. Like, I don't like that corner. Just slap something on there. Ta-da.
There are a few leaves covering stuff up here.
Right? I mean, I'm telling you, it's great. So the collage class, I highly recommend you come in and take it. Even if you're unsure if you would like it or not, there's
Mhm.
only one way to find out, and it's by actually sitting down, learning the process and doing it.
Mhm.
And not everybody falls in love with it. Some people, I've literally seen them finish it, and they will finish it because it's a determinate,
Mhm.
I started this. I don't want to
Gotta
waste my,
finish it.
I'm going to finish it, but they may never do it again.
Mhm.
Then you got the other people like Cassie who just take it and run with it.
And
You
she's
know.
got some beautiful things.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed with her stuff.
I know. Well, she just, again, she took that class, but then just started
Mhm.
thinking and having
Mhm.
fun and playing, and
Mhm.
it's great. Fantastic. Collage quilt. It's in St. Augustine, which I love that we're having it in St. Augustine, January 11th and 18th.
Okay.
2 sessions. And if you need help picking out something, feel free to come in. Just some of the Laura Heine patterns, if that's the way you want to go, are big.
Mhm.
And they have some that are like 3 smaller size ones. Maybe you want to start with one of those. So
Yeah.
just look at the size of it.
Yeah. The little tiny ones, the whatevers, they're very cute and
They're small.
they're small, but they're only about this big. But I don't recommend those as a first time just because there's nothing to them. You really don't get a feel for the whole idea of a collage. But that's where you want to start. That's fine.
Awesome.
Okay.
You're looking at me like you're done.
I am.
Fantastic. I love this quilt.
I do.
I think it's so stinking cute. Shan, if you're still on, did Casper see if not, just go back and rewatch it. Show him the cat quilt. Although he's going to be like, I want that. All right. So, wow, we've been going for almost 50 minutes. So I visited Christmas Story House. That's awesome. Carrie, I'm jealous. Okay. So do we have did enough people vote? Is it like
Oh, I didn't.
overwhelmingly?
I want to look across.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're not going to announce the actual winner right now because we do need to go back and tally. So if you're rewatching this, put hashtag replay. That helps us see that you're watching. It also bumps it back to the top of the page. And then vote for your new favorite choice for the name of our show. So because we can't be called Quilt Talk anymore, so we've got Cut Up and Chat, So What's Up, Behind the Seams, Sew and Tell. I like all those.
Yeah.
So we want you guys to
Not a
help us.
bad
So
choice.
let us know what you think. Remember, we're closed tomorrow and Christmas, and then we close at 3:00 on New Year's Eve. We're closed on New Year's Day, and then Palm Coast is closing at 2 on the 2nd. There'll be a test later.
Just remember,
it's
you
all-
can replay.
What are you doing?
Glasses are getting all wonky.
You got all excited.
I know. It's all on the calendar. What were you going to say?
Over.
Code word.
Almost forgot.
I know. I totally forgot. But before we say code word, one last reminder. Well, obviously, possibly the most important thing is our class reunion on the 28th. But shop hops, what I call the local shop hop, the pattern parade is coming up pretty soon. So come get your passport. If you get it after January 1st, it goes up $2. But it's a great shop hop, I should say. All your local shops, and it's cool. You're going to get a unique pattern from every single different shop. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
make
it.
sure you get a shop hop passport, and then we are pre-selling the All Florida Shop Hop magazines, which is the passport and also just an awesome magazine that even if you're not doing the hop, you probably want the magazine.
Mhm.
What's the code word?
Bunny.
Bunny.
Of course.
Tony goes, "What are you, hot?" I put this back on because with if I don't have this on, people are like, "What is he wearing?" Oh, I don't know if the audio picked that up, but there was a thud and then a crying from the child. Oh boy, I hope they're all right. I don't hear any more crying, so I think we're good. Whew. That was daunting. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it.
Okay.
Is that
we're
everything?
done.
Code word bunny. Should tell them that.
Yeah.
Code word bunny. And as always, live to create.
Last week of Advent, and today we are talking about love. And so the first week was hope, and we hope you have a great Christmas, and we hope you get all your stuff done before it. Second week was peace, and I just, you were talking about people and just being tense and everything. I just wish you peace. The last week was joy.
Joy.
This is such a joyful season, and I hope you feel the joy of it. And the last week is love. And I just hope that during this week, you just feel the love of your family and friends and enjoy this time.
I feel the love. I do. You've been doing that every week. I feel like I'm a cover. I love that. Oh, I love all those. Love.
Love.
That's a happy. Yeah, I was gonna say happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
That's awesome. I didn't know.